So I think I am going to make this one the final episode. I was thinking that the last one would be, but this one needs to be the final episode. So, as I've always taught you, reality is more expansive than you think. Excuse me, it's been a long day. But human beings have got to start full-time practicing critical thinking instead of cognitive dissonance. The problem with humanity is that even when someone descends into that, the people descends into Plato's cave, right? So I was talking about it earlier, and I think I'll kind of wrap it up here, is that cave in which people existed and were interpreting the shadows on the wall as reality, when people would come down into that cave and try to set people free by teaching them that reality is more expansive than they think, they end up harming or destroying those people who were there to help them. And so human beings have actually been doing that. People will be sent to try to alert you to the fact that reality is more expansive than you think, that reality is not those shadows on the wall, that it is actually, it's not just your five senses, right? Not just your ability to see the shadows on the wall, because what you're seeing really isn't the fullness of reality, nor does it actually accurately capture it. And so the reason why I'm, keep going on about QAnon, conspiracy theories, and things that people, even white supremacy scams that people believe in and that they shouldn't hold as truth or reality, is because, as I was saying in the last video, there are things coming that you will have zero defense against them if you're disconnected from yourself, from your intuition, and from the help that you had. Okay? And so it's why I have to warn people. That's the only reason why I'm making this additional video, is that I'm warning people that you cannot just practice cognitive dissonance. So we see this with people with QAnon. We saw it with the Nazis. We see it under the fascism that has come to America, that people refuse. They refuse when they are told, when black women who sit at the intersection of multiple marginalized communities were screaming from the rooftops, do not allow Trump to be elected again. He's going to end democracy. And we have said so many things that go ignored, because it's a perspective that has you, because your current perspective is someone as a cave dweller who was birthed in that cave, who is stuck in clay vision, who is stuck in only being able to perceive and function within the cave. So it's the same thing with white supremacy. Instead of letting white supremacy go, what people are doing is doubling down on the white supremacy, trying to burn books and erase history, trying to destroy, trying to remove people with melanin in their skin from a country where they're actually immigrants, right? As we all know, we are living on stolen land that belonged to the people who are indigenous to the various areas. And that the things that we hold true about our nation, about the world, and about all of that, we have to deconstruct that. You can't keep holding on to it, because if you don't deconstruct your patriarchy, your misogyny, your love of capitalism, your worship of billionaires, your internalized white supremacy, your planet is not going to be inhabited by you. And the unique species that you are will fail to exist except within the few sporadic ones that are going to hurry up and die. I'm going to die out. So that's why I picked this graphic. Again, Adrenochrome is a good example of how many people, and all the conspiracy theories, how many people fail, how they fail to have a grasp on reality. And they claim that they're connected to a deity and to a spirit, and that deity spirit, which is guiding them. And yet they accept lies as truth, lies like adrenochrome. Because again, guys, I'll talk about it in later videos. I'm going to bed. The reality of your planet, your multi-dimensional, multi-states of existent planet, all of which coexist on this planet at the same time, even though you cannot perceive them. When that dimension is breached, which we're tentatively predicting, you have zero defense against what's coming. You have zero defense against the climate change that is coming. The stuff, as I've said before, the stuff that we're seeing is lightweight compared to how bad it can get. But I'll leave it here. I just wanted to make sure that we walk through what needs to be done, what is needed, ways in which we should not be thinking. And I do realize that it's late and I'm tired. So I got to go to bed. So I'm not, I'm kind of trailing off here. But don't hesitate to ask me some questions. Some of the things that I have gone over feel very tinfoil hattish. But I can tell you the things that I predicted for you all seemed tinfoil hattish. When I told you all that there would be a storm season, failure of infrastructure, blah, blah, blasey, blasey. And it happened. You guys can now sit and at least critically engage with what I'm saying, so that you can look out into your world and that you can be forearmed, forewarned, and prepared. But I think I'm going to cut it off here. I'm exhausted. If you are a part of the agnostic atheist folks that follow me, you're going to want to, listen to this discussion. I'm not trying to spiritualize natural phenomena, because that's a problem that humans currently have. They have turned things spiritual that are just reality. And all that woo-woo stuff, all that turning their capacity into a tool of capitalism to get them more money is wrong. Because people are needed to turn things around. Anyway, I'm exhausted. I'm going to stop talking. Okay, guys. Have a good night.